Hey there, I'm back. Well, today is Election Day 2024. We're finally here. As you can see, the weather's very summer like and spring like here in upstate New York. Uh, Temperatures are around 70s, 73, 75, and tomorrow's supposed to be 78. So, um, not going to go too much into my own life. I just want to elaborate on politics. So, I'm going to get right to the point. So I casted my vote early. Polls here opened up on Saturday, I believe, Saturday, October 26th is when they opened up. So me and a coworker, friend of mine, after work, we went down, we voted. I cast my vote for my candidate, and he cast his vote for his candidate. Um, since late July, early August, I've been donating to the candidate that I support. So I did my last donation uh, this past Saturday on November 2nd. And then, of course, I went canvassing for my candidate down the battleground state of Pennsylvania, which is very, very tight right now, neck and neck, Trump and Harris, Harris, Trump. Margin of error like a 0 point something. So I did that. I And then today, this morning, I phone banked virtually for called North Carolina. I did that for about an hour. So um, I guess you could say I put my money where my mouth is. And when I went to work, I encouraged co-workers to go out and vote if they haven't, register to vote if they're not registered. Because if you don't vote, you don't register, and you complain, you got nothing to complain about. That's just how I was always brought up. And when I was at college, that's what was pretty much the mantra. If you don't vote, you got nothing to complain about. So anyway, I've been voting since 1988, every election, even midterms. So anyway, um, so I'm gonna watch the results tonight, and sorry about that. I'm going to I'm gonna see if I can go up and spend time with my family, my parents, and watch the results with them. Now, my prediction, and I could be wrong, my prediction, I feel like, and not because I supported my candidate, but my prediction is, and it's going to be very close, is that Harris is going to win. But it's going to be very, very tight, and we may not even know for days and even weeks. Even if a winner is announced, like in 2020, a couple days later, knowing Trump, he's going to contest it. He's going to fight to make sure that the election balances his way. And if it doesn't, he's going to, knowing Trump is Trump, he's going to fight like heck to try to tip things in his favor. So we got to be ready for that anticipation, that scenario. Now, if things swing to Trump's way, am I ready for 4 long years? Yeah, months ago I anticipated. You know, I won't like it if he wins, but at the same time I'm ready for it. Um, but my feeling is that Harris has got momentum going for her. She's getting a lot of endorsements. Clinton did too, and Gore did, but the problem with them too is, like Gore had Bill Clinton. He was already in office for 8 years, so by 2000, people were pretty much done with the Democratic Party. And then in 2016, you had Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and she had been pretty much gearing up for the position. She almost got the nomination, as you know, in 08. And people were tired of 8 years of Obama, so they wanted to turn the page. And momentum was on Trump's side because he was relatively unknown. He's brand new, he's younger, and he's charismatic. And we have to acknowledge that. He is a showman when it comes to being at campaign rallies. He's a big showman, very charismatic. So he had a lot of momentum going on his side. I was reading online. He did a ton of interviews in 2016. He's a big interviewer guy, but lately he feels the press is berating him, so he's been declining them. So that might work in Harris's favor. Harris is 18 years younger than Trump. Like Trump, when he got elected in 2016, she's the younger, relatively unknown candidate. So it might be like a handicap for her, but we'll see. For me, it feels like, oh, wait, it doesn't feel like 2016. And I'll tell you why, because when I went out and canvassed, like I did in 08, there was so much enthusiasm between the people I talked to in Pennsylvania that there's good omens to me that this is going to be a good election for Harris, I think. But like I said, polls have been wrong, experts have been wrong, and Trump could still pull out something up his sleeve to sway the election his way, and he ends up walking away like he did in 2016. So it truly is a historic election. Because if Trump gets it, he'll be the second president in history, next to Cleveland, to get 2 non-consecutive terms, and he'll be the oldest. He'll beat out Biden on Inauguration Day. If it's Harris, of course, it'll be truly historic because there'll be a first woman and a first non-white woman to become president. And I just wanted to say what drew me into her campaign was the positivity and her trying to unify people. Trump, I feel like he's got a chip on his shoulder and he's wants to prove something that he wants to be relevant. But a lot of people want to turn the page. They're tired of the rhetoric, like Biden. And like Biden, a lot of people, even on the Democratic side, feel Biden was a bit too up there in age. And now Trump's the oldest. People feel the same way about Trump. So I just wanted to make a quick commentary for 5, 10, 15 minutes, put my thoughts out there and make a prediction. And then what I will do is, along with this 1-2 part series, is when we get the results, I'll do a second video, and then I'll put this part up, and I'll put the newest part, like a 2-part series, up on my channel, and we can compare and contrast. Maybe even a 3 or 4 part, who knows. So anyway, that's my thoughts, that's my predictions. I think Harris is going to win. It's going to be a nail biter. We're still in daylight, 3 o'clock, about 3 o'clock Eastern time here, p.m. Polls are not going to close until about 6 or 7, some states. So anyway, my message to people is this. If you're 18, register to vote. If you don't vote and you're registered, you got nobody to blame but yourself. for the results. You are in control of our democracy. So a lot of people fought for this right. In other countries, people fight for this basic right. So you have a right to go out there and vote. Vote. You know, vote with your conscience. Don't let the media sway you. I've learned to tune them out. And if you see the opposite side, shake hands, listen. You don't have to agree with them. They don't have to agree with you. Be civil about it. I encountered a couple of Trump supporters on the trail down in Pennsylvania, but I listened to their concerns because they're human beings too, and they're American, and they just care about the country, just like the Harris side does, or even third party candidates like RFK and Jill Stein. So, I mean, I could go on and on and on and talk about different topics, but I'm not going to. But yeah, may the best candidate win. And my side, Harris Waltz, 24. Let's get her to the White House. But if Trump gets back in, well, we'll just stay tuned. Till next time, stay tuned. Until then, take care, be safe, and vote. Take care. God bless.